The Whispering Willow, Guardian of Secrets. Chapter 1, The Mysterious Forest. The mystical forest of Elder Tree was a realm of wonder and enchantment, a place where legends whispered among the rustling leaves and glistening streams. Among those who dared to venture into its heart was a young girl named Lily. Her fiery red hair and inquisitive green eyes were only matched by her boundless curiosity, a quality that drew her deeper into the woods with every passing day. On this particular morning, the forest beckoned to her more strongly than ever before. The sun's gentle rays pierced through the dense canopy of leaves, creating a mosaic of light and shadow on the forest floor. A chorus of birdsong filled the air, and the scent of earth and moss enveloped her senses. Lily had grown up hearing tales of the mysterious willow tree hidden deep within the heart of the forest. Whispers of its secrets had reached her ears, stoking her imagination and compelling her to uncover the truth. Though most villagers regarded the forest as a place of peril, she felt an undeniable allure pulling her deeper into its depths. As she walked, the forest seemed to come alive around her. Trees swayed gently, leaves rustling in conversation, and streams babbled in laughter. It was a world untouched by time, a place where ancient spirits dwelled and secrets were buried beneath centuries of fallen leaves. Lily couldn't help but wonder what secrets lay waiting for her. As she ventured farther into the woods, the call of the willow tree grew stronger, its presence tugging at the edges of her thoughts. She felt a connection, a pull towards something she couldn't quite comprehend. The journey into the heart of the forest was a blend of trepidation and anticipation, with every step bringing her closer to the legend of the talking willow. She couldn't ignore the thrill coursing through her veins, as though the very heartbeat of the forest whispered promises of mysteries yet to be unraveled. Finally, after what felt like both an eternity and a fleeting moment, she found herself standing before a massive, gnarled willow tree. Its ancient branches stretched out like the arms of an old sage, and its leaves shimmered with a silvery hue that seemed to reflect the secrets of time itself. With a hushed breath, Lily reached out to touch the willow's rough bark. As her fingers made contact, a tremor ran through the tree, and a soft, melodic voice filled her ears. "Welcome, child. I have been waiting for you." Lily gasped, her heart racing. The ancient willow had come to life, and it held the key to secrets that could change her life and her village forever. Chapter 2, The Discovery. Lily stood before the ancient willow tree, her heart pounding in her chest. The tree's leaves shimmered with a silvery light, and its voice echoed in her ears like a distant melody. She was captivated by the tree's gentle presence and its whispered words. "Welcome, child. I have been waiting for you," the willow tree said, its voice as soothing as a lullaby. Lily blinked, her eyes wide with astonishment. "You can talk." The tree's branches rustled in response, and it seemed to nod. "I can, and I have much to tell you." Lily's curiosity burned brighter than ever. She sat down at the base of the willow tree, her fingers trailing over the gnarled bark. "Tell me your name." "I am known as Whisper," the tree replied, "and I am the guardian of secrets." Lily couldn't believe her luck. The guardian of secrets, a talking willow tree, was right in front of her. She had heard stories of Whisper from the village elders but had never imagined she would be the one to discover it. With a sense of reverence, she asked, "What secrets do you guard, Whisper?" The ancient tree's leaves rustled as if in contemplation. "I hold the knowledge of the forest, the stories of the creatures that dwell here, and the ancient wisdom of this land. But there is one secret that is of the utmost importance, a secret that could save your village from an ancient curse." Lily's eyes widened. The curse had plagued her village for generations, causing crops to wither, people to fall ill, and despair to hang heavy in the air. How can you help us? What is the secret to breaking the curse? Whisper's branches swayed gently, and the voice grew more somber. To break the curse, you must embark on a quest, guided by the wisdom I can impart. But you must promise me something, Lily. Lily leaned in, her heart filled with determination. I promise, Whisper. What do you ask of me? The willow tree's leaves rustled in approval. You must become the guardian of my secrets, for one day, another may come seeking answers. You must protect and pass on the knowledge I entrust to you. Lily nodded without hesitation. I promise, Whisper. I will protect your secrets and carry out the quest to save my village. The tree's branches seemed to reach out, embracing her with a warm, comforting presence. Very well, Lily. Your journey begins now. Listen closely, for the secrets of the forest and the means to break the curse lie within the whispers of the wind. With that, the ancient willow tree began to share its knowledge, unveiling the first steps of the quest. Lily's heart swelled with a mix of determination and awe as she absorbed the ancient wisdom of the forest. As the day turned to evening, Lily rose from her spot beneath the willow tree, her heart and mind brimming with newfound purpose. She had discovered the guardian of secrets, and her journey to save her village had just begun. The mysteries of the forest and the quest for redemption beckoned her, and she knew she could not turn back. Chapter 3: Secrets in the Whispering Wind. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm, golden hue over the forest, Lily made her way back to the village. The secrets whispered by the ancient willow tree, whisper, echoed in her mind. She felt a sense of urgency, a burning need to share the knowledge she had gained and take action to break the curse. The forest had grown still and quiet, as though it held its breath in anticipation of her journey. The wind, however, continued to rustle the leaves and carried with it a gentle melody that seemed to speak directly to her. It was as if the forest itself whispered its support and guidance. That night, Lily couldn't sleep. She lay in her small, cozy bed beneath a thatched roof and listened to the rustling leaves outside her window. The memories of her encounter with Whisper were etched in her mind, each word and promise eternally binding her to the willow tree's secrets. In the darkness, she felt a longing to return to the forest, to hear more of the willow's whispers, to learn the path she must tread to break the curse. She had made a promise to the ancient tree, and she intended to keep it. As dawn broke, Lily couldn't resist the pull of the forest. She left a note for her family, explaining her journey and her intent to save the village. With a knapsack filled with food, water, and a few essential tools, she ventured back into the heart of the woods. The forest welcomed her with open arms. The sunlight filtered through the leaves, creating dappled patterns on the forest floor. Lily closed her eyes and let her senses guide her, attuning her ears to the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves. Over the days that followed, she learned to interpret the forest's secrets. The rustling leaves and the gentle breezes conveyed messages and warnings. The songs of birds and the chattering of creatures provided insights into the forest's rhythms. The forest was a living entity, and it shared its knowledge with her in the quiet moments of solitude. One evening, as Lily sat beneath the shade of a tall oak tree, she received a message from the wind. It spoke of a hidden path, an ancient trail known only to the forest's guardians. It was the first step of her quest to break the curse, and she was filled with determination. Lily continued to visit Whisper, sharing her progress and receiving guidance. The bond between them deepened, and the willow tree's wisdom became a wellspring of hope and knowledge. The forest, in turn, embraced her as one of its own, recognizing her as a guardian of its secrets. As the weeks passed, Lily learned that her journey was not just about breaking the curse, it was about discovering the interconnectedness of all life in the forest. She felt a profound sense of responsibility to protect and preserve this enchanted realm, to ensure its secrets endured for generations to come. With each passing day, Lily grew stronger and wiser. The forest had become her teacher, and she was a willing student. She knew that her quest to save her village was not a solitary one, it was a journey that connected her to the heart of the mystical forest and the legacy of Whisper, the guardian of secrets. Chapter 4, The Willow's Tale. Lily's days in the forest turned into weeks, and her weeks turned into months. She had become a part of the enchanting realm, an apprentice of Whisper, the ancient willow tree. Her bond with the forest had deepened, and she had learned to communicate with the spirits and creatures that inhabited this mystical land. One crisp morning, as the sun's rays filtered through the leaves, Lily sat at the base of Whisper's massive trunk. The willow tree had shared many secrets with her, but today, it was time for the most important revelation, the story of the curse and the way to break it. Whisper, Lily began, you've shared so much wisdom with me. The time has come to hear the tale of the curse that plagues my village and how we can break it. The ancient willow's branches rustled in agreement. Very well, Lily. Listen closely, for the tale is one of both sorrow and hope. Whisper's voice filled the air, carrying with it the echoes of ages long past. It spoke of a time when the forest was in perfect balance, and the creatures lived in harmony. In those days, the village of Elmridge, nestled at the forest's edge, had prospered, and the villagers had revered the forest as their protector. But one fateful day, a powerful, malevolent spirit had been awakened from its slumber deep within the forest. The spirit, angered by the villagers' growing greed and disregard for the balance of nature, had cast a curse upon the village. The curse brought forth withering crops, sickness, and despair. It was said that the only way to break the curse was to find the heart of the forest, where the spirit's rage had first stirred, and to make amends for the village's transgressions. Lily's heart ached as she listened to the tale. She understood that the burden of her village's plight lay in the hands of the forest's guardian, the guardian of secrets, Whisper. But how can I make amends for the village's transgressions? Lily asked. What must I do to find the heart of the forest and appease the spirit? Whisper's branches swayed, a gesture of sympathy. You must embark on a journey deep into the heart of the forest, guided by the wisdom I've shared with you. Along the way, you will encounter the guardians of the forest, ancient creatures and spirits who can help you in your quest. Lily nodded, determination etched into her features. I understand, Whisper. I will do whatever it takes to save my village. The willow tree's leaves rustled, and it seemed to smile. I have faith in you, Lily. You have become a part of this forest, and it, in turn, has embraced you. With the knowledge you've gained and the allies you'll encounter, you can break the curse and restore balance to this land. As the sun continued its ascent, Lily left the willow tree's side, her heart filled with purpose. She knew that her journey into the heart of the forest would be fraught with challenges and discoveries, but she was ready. She had become not only the guardian of secrets but also the village's last hope for salvation. Chapter 5, A Village in Peril. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Lily's absence in the village of Elm Ridge did not go unnoticed. The once inquisitive young girl had transformed into a determined and confident young woman. Her family and friends worried for her safety, but they couldn't deny the change they saw in her eyes when she visited them. The curse continued to tighten its grip on the village. Crops withered, leaving fields barren. People fell ill, and the pall of despair hung heavy in the air. Despite the suffering, the villagers' hope remained steadfast. They held faith in the legend of the talking willow, Whisper, and the brave young girl who had ventured into the mystical forest. Lily's family, in particular, had faith in her unwavering resolve. Her parents, Sarah and Thomas, often sat by the hearth, gazing into the fire, their hearts heavy with worry. Yet, they also shared quiet moments of pride, knowing their daughter had taken on a great responsibility. One evening, as Lily's younger brother, Jack, sat on the front porch, he looked out at the setting sun and whispered a heartfelt wish. "I wish Lily would come back soon and bring back the happiness." His wish seemed to catch the wind, and it carried his words far into the forest. It was then that an old woman from the village, Eliza, approached the porch and smiled at the young boy. "Jack, my dear, don't lose hope," she said, her eyes filled with a knowing warmth. "Lily is out there, and she's doing everything she can to save our village. We must have faith in her." Jack looked at Eliza with a mixture of hope and uncertainty. "Do you really think she can break the curse, Grandma Eliza?" The old woman nodded, her silver hair glinting in the twilight. "I do, dear. There's a reason the forest chose her, and the willow tree, Whisper, entrusted her with its secrets. She carries the hope of our village." In the heart of the mystical forest, guided by the wisdom of Whisper, Lily had made significant progress on her journey. She had encountered and befriended some of the forest's mystical creatures and spirits who had shared their knowledge and assisted her in her quest. One such encounter had been with a radiant spirit of the forest, a glowing entity known as Alicia. Alicia had taught Lily to harness the magic of the forest, granting her the ability to heal the ailing land and restore life to the withered crops. With newfound confidence, Lily had returned to her village, where she had worked tirelessly to heal the crops and tend to the sick. The villagers had watched in awe as the fields slowly turned green again, and the ill began to recover. The despair that had gripped Elm Ridge began to lift. Word spread through the village like wildfire. Lily, their beloved daughter and friend, had returned with the power to heal and hope in her heart. She had become a symbol of their village's strength and resilience. Though the curse still hung heavy over Elm Ridge, the villagers felt a renewed sense of determination and unity. They knew that Lily's quest was far from over, but they also knew that with her unwavering spirit and the support of the mystical forest, they had a chance to break the curse and restore their home to its former glory. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Lily stood in the heart of her village, watching the grateful villagers who had gathered around her. The challenge ahead was great, but with their faith and her newfound abilities, they faced the future with hope. Chapter 6: The Quest Begins. As the curse's grip on Elm Ridge gradually loosened, the village began to breathe a collective sigh of relief. The once withered fields now bore lush crops, and the sick villagers were on the path to recovery. Despite the progress, there was an air of anticipation and anxiety that hung over the village. The curse remained, and the quest to fully break it had yet to begin. Lily knew that her journey into the heart of the forest was inevitable. She had been preparing for this moment, honing her skills and gathering the knowledge required to appease the malevolent spirit and restore the balance of the forest. On a crisp morning, Lily stood before the willow tree, whisper, her heart and mind filled with resolve. "The time has come," she said, her voice unwavering. "I must embark on the quest to find the heart of the forest and make amends for the village's transgressions." Whisper's leaves rustled with a mixture of pride and concern. "You have become a guardian of the forest, and I am confident in your abilities. But you must remember that this journey is not without its trials and challenges. You will encounter the guardians of the forest, each with their own wisdom and tests." Lily nodded, acknowledging the gravity of the path ahead. "I understand, Whisper. I'm ready to face whatever challenges come my way." The ancient willow tree began to share the knowledge of the forest, revealing the hidden trails, ancient landmarks, and the guidance she would need along the way. The journey would be arduous, and the tests she would face were unknown, but she was not alone. The forest itself would be her ally, and the spirits and creatures she had encountered during her time as a guardian of secrets would offer their wisdom. With the knowledge and guidance she had received, Lily took her first steps into the heart of the mystical forest. Her path was illuminated by the golden light filtering through the leaves, and the air was filled with the gentle music of the wind. The forest embraced her, as if acknowledging her as one of its own. She walked with purpose, her senses attuned to the whispers of the wind, the rustling leaves, and the ancient rhythms of the land. The forest guided her, and she knew that she was on the right path. As the days turned into weeks, Lily encountered the guardians of the forest, each presenting her with a challenge that tested her determination, her wisdom, and her connection to the land. She learned to communicate with the creatures of the forest, to harness the magic of the land, and to navigate the hidden trails and ancient landmarks. With each challenge she overcame, her confidence grew. The mystical forest had become her teacher and her companion. She was no longer the inquisitive girl who had first ventured into the woods. She had become a guardian of secrets and a protector of the forest. As she ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, Lily knew that the most significant challenges lay ahead. The malevolent spirit that had cast the curse awaited her, and the heart of the forest held the key to breaking the curse. She carried the hope of her village on her shoulders and a determination that could not be shaken. Chapter 7, Guardians of the Past. As Lily ventured deeper into the heart of the mystical forest, the challenges became more profound, and the guardians of the land appeared to test her determination and wisdom. Each encounter brought her closer to the heart of the forest and the malevolent spirit that held the village of Elmridge in its grip. One day, as she trekked through a dense thicket, she encountered an ancient spirit known as Arion, the guardian of time. Arion appeared as a shimmering figure, its presence commanding and wise. "Lily," Arion began, "you seek the heart of the forest, where the malevolent spirit resides. But to reach it, you must understand the past and the decisions that led to the curse." With a gentle wave of its hand, Arion transported Lily to a scene from the past. She stood in a village much like Elmridge, but it was vibrant and full of life. People tended to their fields and shared laughter under the sun's warm embrace. As the scene unfolded, Lily recognized some of the villagers from her own village's history. Among them was a leader who had grown greedy, exploiting the forest and its resources. The people had allowed their once respected connection with the forest to deteriorate, leading to the curse's inception. Tears welled in Lily's eyes as she witnessed the village's past, its joy and harmony lost to the winds of time. She understood the importance of Arion's message. Forgiving the past and mending the bond between the village and the forest was essential to breaking the curse. With newfound clarity, she addressed the ancient spirit. Arion, I understand the significance of our history and the need to make amends. I promise to do whatever it takes to heal the bond between our village and the forest. Arion nodded in approval, and with a gentle touch, sent Lily back to the present. She continued her journey, her resolve strengthened by the lessons of the past. As the days passed, Lily encountered another guardian of the forest, Seraphina, the keeper of the waters. Seraphina appeared as a luminous being, her presence as serene as a flowing river. She led Lily to a hidden spring, deep within the forest. Drink from the spring, Seraphina instructed, and let the waters of the forest's ancient magic flow through you. Lily did as she was told and felt a surge of energy and vitality coursing through her. She realized that the mystical waters granted her the ability to heal and nurture the forest, the land, and the creatures within it. With this newfound power, Lily became a guardian not only of secrets but also of life itself. She knew that she had the means to restore balance and harmony to the forest, further aligning her with the ancient guardians who had guided her on her journey. Her encounters with Arion and Seraphina had deepened her connection to the mystical forest and imbued her with the wisdom and magic required to make amends for the village's transgressions. The heart of the forest beckoned, and the malevolent spirit awaited her arrival. As the sun began to set, Lily pressed forward with unwavering determination, ready to face the ultimate challenge and confront the malevolent spirit responsible for her village's curse. Chapter 8: Unveiling the Curse. Lily stood at the heart of the mystical forest, her heart and spirit fortified by the wisdom of the guardians she had encountered along her journey. The malevolent spirit that had cast the curse on her village awaited her, its presence palpable in the air. The forest around her was alive with anticipation. Trees whispered softly, and the leaves rustled in a chorus of encouragement. Lily felt the strength of her connection to the land and knew that she was not alone in this final challenge. As she approached a clearing at the forest's heart, the malevolent spirit materialized before her. It was a swirling, dark presence, a manifestation of the village's past transgressions and the forest's anger. "Why have you come?" the spirit hissed, its voice echoing like the distant thunder of a storm. "The village deserves its punishment. It has forsaken the forest and its guardian." Lily's gaze never wavered. "I have come to make amends, to heal the bond between our village and the forest. The past does not define our future, and the spirit of this land yearns for reconciliation." With the magic of the forest flowing through her, she extended her hand, and a gentle, radiant light emanated from her palm. The malevolent spirit recoiled as the light enveloped it, the darkness slowly dissipating. "Be gone," Lily declared with unwavering determination. "Return to the slumber you were awoken from, and let our village find redemption and harmony once more." The malevolent spirit shrieked and then dissipated into the wind, its dark presence vanishing like a shadow fading at dawn. The forest, bathed in the soft light of the setting sun, seemed to sigh with relief. The air was filled with a sense of renewal and tranquility. Lily had succeeded in breaking the curse and restoring the balance between the village and the forest. As she returned to Elmridge, her village greeted her with open arms. The once devastated fields now bore an abundance of crops, and the villagers rejoiced as the curse's hold finally released them. Lily had not only fulfilled her promise to whisper but also mended the bond between the village and the mystical forest. The heart of the forest had been restored, and its secrets would continue to be guarded by the talking willow. In a joyous celebration, the villagers expressed their gratitude and reverence for Lily, the guardian of secrets and the savior of their village. Her journey had transformed her from an inquisitive girl into a formidable protector of both the mystical forest and the village of Elmridge. The story of the Whispering Willow, guardian of secrets, became a cherished legend, told by the elders and passed down through generations. The mystical forest and the village were forever intertwined, and their future was one of harmony and prosperity. Lily's journey had been a testament to the power of determination, wisdom, and the enduring connection between nature and humanity. She had become a living bridge between the two, a guardian of secrets and a beacon of hope for all who knew her tale.